Hi guys, my name's Dan, so I just thought I'd do a little video just to explain my background really, just to for anybody that doesn't already know me. Yeah, my name is Dan, obviously. I've been involved in marketing now for quite some time. I'm just trying to think, it was probably about 2001, 2002 where I started my entrepreneurial journey. Um, Club nights, that's what I started to do back then, about 2001, 2002, something like that. Used to, back then it was all about dodging the cops, putting a hood over your head, pasting on people's walls, pasting up massive A1 posters and A0 posters. That was obviously the traditional side of marketing, but it was the early days of the internet then, and there was sites that used to go on. Obviously, there wasn't much social media wise. It was websites, but we used to post the club details on these message forum message boards like forclubbers.net and don'tstayin.com, stuff like that. And then a little bit after that came MySpace. Don't know if some of you can remember that, but that was probably the first real sort of social media platform. And then that was probably, that would have been 2004, a little bit before 2004, because 2004 was when Facebook came out. And Facebook was amazing when that came out, because that was a dream come true for us, because you could actually set up an actual event page on there and invite all your friends and get everybody else to invite their friends, and you see by the end of it you had a page full of like thousands sometimes of people that are sort of obviously targeted people. Well, they weren't targeted as such, but the people's friends who were all into clubbing and stuff, so we knew that they were sort of similar to us in their interests, and then you could just blast them all out with the messages as well, so you could type one message and it would broadcast it out to probably like 1,000 people, which back then it was amazing, but they soon clamped down on that. But we squeezed as much as we can out of it, as we could out of it. So yeah, those were fun days. So I did that for about 15 years, did club nights. And obviously as time went on, the platforms matured, and I got more familiar with social media as time went on, and more came out. Obviously, I was an early adopter to them all, because I had something to promote. So I was always trying to find the next thing, the next method to push out the info. So yeah, I did that for about 15 years alongside working at BT part time. Yeah, those were fun days, and then time went on, and then obviously I had kids, and so the club stuff had to sort of take a back seat, because you couldn't be rolling in at 3 or 4 a.m. when you've got little kids in bed when they're getting up not shortly after. So yeah, I had to sort of knock that on the head and start thinking about how to progress it as a career. And I always did graphic design as well as part of my promotions, because I used to make my own designs for flyers and posters. So I started offering that service out to other companies, and same with the social media stuff, because obviously I've got a background and I knew my way around social media platforms. I knew how to promote things, so I started to offer that out to other companies, and by this time I've been promoting club nights for 15 years, so I had a lot of contacts through doing that. So it wasn't hard for me to get my first few sort of clients back in the early days of when I set up the social media agency, which was 2015, I think. Cutting Edge Online was born 2015. So that was when I first that was when I first started hitting it hard, the social media stuff. But all along I always knew, from the first time I started doing club nights, I knew that's what I want. Well, I knew I wanted to work for myself. I didn't know exactly what it'd be, but I knew that there was another way other than working for the man. So that was always the aim, and that's when I finally achieved it in 2015 when I set up the first social media agency. So yeah, I've been doing that for obviously since 2015. Just recently set up a second agency which is more focused on bars and restaurants. Again, pulling on my background from working in clubs and bars, I've got obviously a good understanding of how they work and what works in marketing for them. So yeah, that was a natural progression to focus on that industry, on the hospitality side of things. So yeah, now I run these two social media agencies. I outsource a lot of the stuff, but the stuff that I'm obviously versed in, which is the social media side of things, I do all of that, which I love doing. So yeah, and just within the past year really, I've started to offer services, coaching services, to share some knowledge, because obviously I've got a lot of knowledge now and I'm in the trenches daily, so I know obviously what's happening in the world of social media, because that's half of the battle, keeping up with the changes. So yeah, obviously I've just started to offer coaching sessions, one-on-one coaching sessions. So that's one of the main focuses now too, which is hence the page. So yeah, that's the focus really. Obviously the agencies are still running. They're still obviously they're still being still one of the focuses as well. But obviously the coaching stuff is gonna be the thing that's gonna keep me going financially, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. If you've got any questions or anybody wants to get in touch, just drop me a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks for your time.